Hello YouTube, the Gun Nut here. Today I'm doing a short video on a load I'm working up for my AR to be kind of a relatively inexpensive plinking load, but still with decent accuracy. So I'm looking at something maybe right around an inch or slightly a little bit more is okay. But the cost of the bullets is important, and the other components as well. So the bullets that I've been working up this inexpensive load are these Hornady, two different kinds, but they run me the same price where I get them at here. So I get 100 of them in bulk for $9.19, and these are the 55 grain Hornady soft points with the cannulure. And then also for the same price, 100 of the full metal jacket boat tail also with a cannulure. And then the powders that I've been trying to work up the loads with here, it started with the CFE223. And then I've been working a little bit more with H335 recently. So I'm going to go ahead and roll in some range footage, as well as after that walk you through some targets and kind of the results that I've been seeing. Well, out here the second consecutive weekend in a row, doing some more hand load testing here with the AR. Some 55 grain stuff I'm going to be shooting, trying out H335 powder, which I just picked up a pound of that. So go ahead and do some shooting. Okay, so I'm going to try to whip through this pretty quick and not bore you guys too much. But with the soft points, using CFE223, the first shots there, 25 grains, 4 shots, 1.856 of an inch, and I think that fifth shot I call the flyer. So not what I was looking for. The second group there, which would have been 25.5 grains of CFE, 5 shots into 1.246, 3 of those clustered into .467. Not terrible. The third grouping there, I believe it was 26 grains, 4 shots into 1.412. Again, there's a fifth shot to the right there, so it's not that great. But then I had 5 shots here go into under an inch with 26.5 grains of CFE223. This is a little bit closer to what I was looking for. So then I went ahead and loaded another lot here with 55 grain soft points in the CFE. 25.5 grains, a 5-shot group there, 2 inches, not too great. Second grouping here, 26.5 grains, so this was what was shot pretty good for me before. Well, it was 1.7 2 inches for 5 shots. But 4 of those shots went into .81, so if I call that fifth one a flyer, at 26.5 grains of CFE still looked pretty good. And then tried upping it and going up to 27 grains, and then I had 5 shots again, just under 2 inches. But if you call that one a flyer, I had 4 shots going to 1.29. Looked like 27 grains or 26.5 grains was still better for me using that CFE223. So then I also tested some hand loads there with the CFE223 and the full metal jacket. 25 grains had 4 into 1.15 inch. 25.5 grains I had 3 into 1.53. You can see there's a couple shots that I'm considering flyers, so if you add those in, not very good. At 26 grains, I had 4 shots actually go into just under an inch, and the fifth one opened it to 1.72. And then at what worked good with the soft point at 26.5 grains, 5 shots into 1.78, 4 of those into 1.32. So still not really the accuracy I was looking for. So then I went out and shot some hand loads with the H335. I'd actually shot another lot prior to this, and I had some decent results, but I realized that I couldn't find the load data that supported what I loaded them to, so I don't want to share something that doesn't fall within the loading manual that I have been using for this, which is really the latest Hornady manual. So the 55 grain soft points with cannulure. Again, I just shot 3-shot groups because I did not load as many rounds. I had 21.5 grains. I had of 335 went into 1.16. 22 grains I had go into 1.94. 22.5 grains went into 1.43. And then I had, at 23 grains, 3 went into 2.25. So none of those were super great. 21.5 was not too bad. Maybe you need to experiment a little bit more at that lower level. But then I shot 2 back-to-back groups with 23.2 grains, which is the max load in the Hornady book. And I was quite pleased with the first 3-shot group at .73. And then the second one was just over an inch, so fairly consistent results. Surprising that a couple tenths of a grain better load than that 23 grain group gave me better results. Right now this is looking pretty good. I'm going to load up some more, put them over the Crony also, which I haven't done yet with any of these. Make sure we understand the velocity. And then I'll be putting together some more hand loads with the full metal jacket and the H335 to see how those work out. But right now, as you saw, I got some decent results with the CFE223, and I also got decent results with the H335. So I'm, haven't given up on either one of these powders or these bullets to be a good, practical, inexpensive hand load to use for everyday shooting. I'm probably going to spend some more time with the H335, explore that top end of the powder charge range again, and maybe go back down a little bit too. So I know this is somewhat inconclusive. I just want to give you an idea of the accuracy I've been seeing out of the 55 grain bulk bullets from Hornady. Good groups can be achieved with either one of these powders. Probably just requires a little more experimentation to dial in what's going to work for your gun best. Definitely would recommend going ahead and trying these bullets out if you're looking for an inexpensive bullet to hand load for your AR. Thanks for watching, YouTube. If you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, and you guys be safe.